Tonight is a super opportunity to win the American Athletic Conference. Currently a three-way tie at the top between Tulsa, North Texas, and Temple. But it's simple for the Mean Green. You win and you're in. Raising a banner in year number one underneath head coach Jason Burton. Alongside Coach Brian Burton, I'm Kyle Yeomans. Glad you're with us. It's an opportunity tonight that North Texas hasn't had since 1986. Brian, it's been a long time since they've raised the banner, and they have an opportunity to do so tonight.
Yeah, it's been a historic year. What better way to finish than a night like tonight?
Got an opportunity to do so. What's made this season so special for the Mean Green?
I just think top to bottom, just continual record-breaking, the buy-in, the collective energy, the chemistry, the cohesion, the list goes on.
And there's an opportunity here for Desiree Colonel to cement her status as one of the best in the American Athletic Conference. She's been really the key that has really started the ignition for this North Texas team.
Yeah, she's been the difference maker. She's been the energy, the tenacity. She's been the leader in so many categories, not only statistically, but vocally and with her presence. She's been Mrs. Double-Double. She had 3 in a row, 20 and 10 double-double games. She's playing her best basketball, arguably, of the season and literally willing her team to victory.
And then on the opposite side, Madison Griggs and this Memphis Tigers team has won 5 straight. They stand in the way, and she's a big reason why.
Yeah, she's as good of a guard as you'll find in this conference. Preseason first team. There you see her making a three, something she is the record holder for at Memphis. She is a big-time player.
What are your keys to get it done here inside the Super Pit tonight?
Yeah, going to be really important for both teams, obviously, to play well. For Memphis, scoring off turnovers is what they do at a high rate, along with they need championship extra effort to be able to beat a championship-level team in North Texas. North Texas must rebound and then have ball control. And then lastly, elite culture, elite culture, elite culture is what Coach Burton has been emphasizing.
Drive for Colonel, falling away, got the friendly roll. And Desiree Colonel is on the board, all tied up at 4.
Yeah, great give and go there to be able to pass it in. Nice cut, and another finish by Desiree Colonel.
North Texas, the top scoring offense in the American, 75 points per game. That's one of the top scorers in the American. Tops in three-point makes, and she's 6th in scoring.
Yeah, she makes it really look easy. Great mid-range and one of the best three-point shooters in this league.
Right now, though, it's Memphis pacing North Texas. Long time for Kane. Had all day, and she knocks down the triple. Currently an 8-point advantage for the Tigers on the road.
Yeah, they've done it with the things that they do well. Offensive rebounds and forcing turnovers. They're averaging about 16 offensive rebounds a game in their last 5 wins.
Colonel takes it straight to the cup. Strong take there from Desiree Colonel.
Sometimes in a game like this, Kyle, because there's so much energy and anticipation, it's hard to get off to a great start. But great job by Memphis coming in and really responding from the very tip to be able to get hot on offense and get a streak going. Memphis so far has executed out of the gate, responding to this championship type atmosphere here in Denton.
You feel like this is a team in North Texas that just plays from a more confident standpoint, fast?
Yeah, I think definitely when they can play in transition and play in open space, I think that's definitely when they operate at their best.
Wooten off the glass. Tough take against some contact, but gets it to fall.
Speaking of operating at their best, that young lady's been playing so well at home, Desiree Wooten, really playing like she is no longer a freshman.
Here's a look at the Wooten bucket. She does a little bit of everything to fill up the box score.
Yeah, she's got some elite speed, and she's also got some great ball handling, and she has a knack for being able to score around the rim and in the paint, and we know what kind of high-energy, passionate, convicted defender she is as well.
Interesting parity top to bottom in this conference, and it's been fun to watch all season long.
Speaking of fun to watch, here goes the Mean Green in transition.
Lampkin from Colonel, got it to fall. North Texas starting to find a rhythm, and it's back to a 4-point game.
Yeah, it takes a little time to settle into the game, but usually when they can get to running and playing off of stops is usually what ignites this entire ball club.
Florida Atlantic and the men's team comes to town to face Ross Hodge in the Mean Green. There's a take from Johnson to bring it within a possession.
Yeah, nice job taking advantage of the mismatch there. She had a smaller player on her, able to score over the top. And North Texas on a little bit of a run here in the last few possessions. Crowd starting to get on their feet, Kyle.
An emotional night. That one rejected out of play. Lampkin had the block. It is Memphis basketball with 7 to shoot.
Yeah, playing some zone against it. They just subs Griggs back in, their best shooter. But here you see the help side blocked by Lampkin, and unfortunately wasn't able to keep it in bounds. But love that kind of extra effort to be able to cut off the baseline. Yeah, one thing that makes this Memphis team good, they play so hard, but they're so physical. Part of what's turned around this 5-game winning streak, and you see the physicality, bodies on the floor. Here you see the interior pass from one to the other, but they're not afraid to initiate contact on offense to get position or on defense to fight for position.
Memphis did everything in that first quarter to build a lead and actually take an advantage into the second.
Yeah, did a good job. Offensive rebounds, they offensive rebounded 50% of their misses for 8 second chance points. That has been 50% of their 16 points. Meanwhile, North Texas on an 8-0 run to end that quarter, made 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, scoreless for the last 5 minutes now are the Memphis Tigers. Lampkin for the tie, and we are all knotted up at 16 to start the second quarter.
She did a good job that time of matching the physicality. Instead of being kind of had a wide stance on that finish, she stepped through the contact to be able to finish right at the rim.
But here's a look at the Lampkin bucket on the opposite end.
Yeah, you kind of see right there. She didn't stay with that wide stance, kind of going up off balance. She stepped through the contact, and that will be a key as they're going to play physical with her. They know how important she is to this team, and definitely continue to watch the adjustments that are made as the game goes on.
Leads the American in double-doubles, as you see there. There's Sham Duncan falling away and giving North Texas their first lead.
One of those kind of nights. I think she may have wanted a foul, but she just kind of made her mind up. I'm shooting this, get out of my way, it's going to go in.
Duncan did not score. She was 0 of 3 from the field in the win against Rice.
Sometimes, Kyle, it's not about the skill, it's about the will. She willed that ball to go in, without a doubt.
Smith poked it out. Griggs was there. Now a contact way ahead of the pack. Colonel reels it in, and North Texas puts it in for 2.
Yeah, good job here in transition with the poke out by Hardaway. Dives on the floor for the loose ball. She had a huge play against ECU in that overtime, doing the same, and this leads to an easy basket in transition.
Johnson all the way back to the half-court mark, and she double-dribbled. Knew it, too. She picked up the pivot foot,
Yep.
tried to hide it, and didn't necessarily go well.
I think that's part of what makes, again, Memphis so good is they're denying the wings, which makes you really hesitate to make those passes because you don't want to turn it over. Good job, again, just playing hard. This is the effort of Memphis. This is the blue collar that makes this Coach Simmons team what they have become. Early on, it just looked like some not as pretty basketball, but they figured out a way to have an identity within that, bring a hard hat, and really, really make the effort plays. And here is Desiree Colonel continuing to will her team on both ends of the floor. There you see the block almost, push in transition, passing to one of her favorite targets on the run, Misha Lampkin, for 2. Here you see her attacking the paint. That time, Misha Lampkin to her. Here you see another transition points as North Texas is outscoring Memphis 20-0 in the paint. And there you see number 10 dancing away as she does so well. No energy from her, right, Kyle?
No, none whatsoever.
Yeah, North Texas production staff did an awesome job with their creative, with all the senior videos. And Coach Burton talked about Desiree Colonel's energy and how he just couldn't help but smile and almost laugh in his video. She's played for him for 5 years. She's won over 100 games, Kyle. Not only is she bringing the energy, but she is a fierce competitor. We mentioned it in the open. She's had 3 games in a row with 20 and 10 double-doubles, 5 double-doubles total in a row. I mean, you talk about one of the top players in this conference. She should be in that conversation, Kyle, and I'd love to get your thoughts on Player of the Year conversation.
I think there are a couple really good individuals. I think Tulsa has a name or two that
Absolutely.
could probably be in that list. I think Madison Griggs has had a phenomenal year if we're talking about Memphis.
Yep.
But in terms of well-rounded and versatile player, Desiree Colonel is about as good as it gets.
And if they win a championship tonight,
Sure.
you should definitely be in that conversation as you lead this team in so many statistical categories.
Kai Carter has had a phenomenal outing. Already 9 points to her total, and if Memphis just isn't going to score in the paint, Carter in that short corner might be about as close as they get.
Yeah, those are not easy shots. She's doing a good job of connecting on those. If you're North Texas, those are the shots you wanted to shoot. But for her, she's like, hey, that's my sweet spot. Keep letting me shoot them.
Duncan past the American logo, drives baseline, found Colonel standing alone. What about the vision from Sham Duncan to see Colonel on the workaround?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I would be honest with you, but great job keeping her dribble alive. I haven't seen her do that as many games we've seen play in the one-handed bounce pass. Beautiful connection by Duncan.
Wooten picked up by a double team, fit a tight pass inside to Tamisha Lampkin for 2.
We've talked about this freshman, how good she continues to get. What a pass, what a catch, and what a finish. North Texas starting to get some separation. Yeah, here you see driving baseline, tight ropes, and gets the one-hand bounce pass, soft touch by Colonel in the paint. And here you see the freshman Wooten off the ball screen, a little wiggle, a little one-handed dime, and a big-time catch and finish by Lampkin.
Doing the little things has been a theme for Tamisha Lampkin throughout the season for head coach Jason Burton. What has she done right here in the first half to give North Texas the lead?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is staying out of foul trouble. The last couple of games, she's been in foul trouble early. She's get a block there, doing on the defensive end, rolling to the rim here. Just her activity, running the floor, her energy, and then her ability to finish. Meanwhile, Carter has kept her Memphis Tigers hanging around, down by 8. This is going to look like instant replays because it's the same exact shot. 2 dribble pull-up is automatic for number 24 tonight.
Both teams started hot, then found a bit of a slump. There's Jacqueline Moore. She'll start the second half with her first make of the night.
Yeah, good unselfishness there. Lampkin could have forced the issue. Great job passing it to one of the best shooters on this ball club. Much needed 3 for the Mean Green. Here you see the kick out, double teamed inside, and wide open number 4 for 3. Again, one of the best shooters, has almost 1,000 points just off of threes alone.
That's unbelievable.
288 threes when she broke the record. There you see another one in the corner, just a beautiful stroke. She does it effortlessly. Left her open again.
Out of the corner, Griggs for 3. 3 straight possessions with a triple for Madison Griggs.
Nice pass, nice job in the zone. Way to find the hot hand by Memphis. Again, it's all about how you respond. Games are always going to have runs, but great job out of the half, figuring out, hey, this is our best player. We're going to get her the ball in the positions we need her to have.
Back to a 2-point game. North Texas needs a bucket. Who else but Desiree Colonel to come through?
Speaking of best player on a team, the senior responds and says, hey, you get 3 that way, I'll get 3 the hard way. Great pass by Nia Johnson. Difficult catch. The shot fake she's so good at. And there you see the flex and the emotion from number 10. We mentioned the amount of wins she has. I think she's right at 105 career wins.
Wow.
Came over from Texas A&M Commerce with Coach Burton and Deani Robinson, former All-American at the Division II level. And this time last year, Kyle, in the first 2 rounds of the Southland Conference Tournament, she averaged 28 points and 14 rebounds. You talk about willing her team. She knows a little bit about what it takes to compete in March as well.
Wooten downhill, dumps it to Mallard. The senior finishes through contact. And one opportunity for Jalen Mallard.
And what a grin from smile to ear, and the bench on their feet for the senior, number 21. What a great pass again by Desiree Wooten, taking her time. Could have forced the issue, stops, gets under control, and just hands it off. Nice job.
Griggs, short. Another offensive board for Memphis, and it leads to second chance points. Memphis has 14 second chance points compared to North Texas with just 2.
Yeah, second chance points is what's keeping Memphis in this game. Again, it's a will, it's a toughness, it's a relentlessness, and they have continued to do that.
Hardaway. To Wooten, who rejects the ball screen, goes up and under again. Desiree Wooten, so crafty on the inside.
She bringing the highlights this evening on a Tuesday. It's going up. Good job mixing, matching, scooping, scoring. Number 3, Wooten, with a little bit of the razzle-dazzle with the inside scoop.
To begin the fourth quarter, North Texas leading by 6.
Yeah, one of those players you kind of think like, oh, she's a shooter, but she's actually even better in the mid-range. Look at the beautiful 1-foot, little a la a guy in Dallas. They call him Doncic. He leads the NBA in scoring. That was a little bit esque of him, wasn't it?
Right, listen.
Just a little bit. Thing I love about what Coach Burton said, he said Memphis is the hottest team in the conference. He said, but we wouldn't want it any other way. We want to earn it the hard way. If you're going to win a championship, it's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. And speaking of not easy, great drive by Lampkin.
Colonel spins. What a move to lose her defender. Desiree Colonel with 18 points, and those two had all the style points.
Yeah, she's been balling out of control. This means so much to her. She said, we want to rewrite history. We want to leave North Texas as a winner. 18 points, misses efficiency, such good footwork, the heart and soul of this team. She has dominated the paint. She's also shown her versatility on the defensive end and rebounds, but just so much will and passion to win by number 10.
Memphis starting to close the gap.
Yeah, they are. They responded, and again, you wouldn't expect anything less from a team that's played as well as they have, winning their last 5 games. Here's Carter in the mid-range, stopping on the dime. Nothing but net. And here you see Kane almost in a similar spot, pulling up for money.
Moore, her turnaround off the mark. Memphis with the board and a chance to tie or take the lead. Griggs gonna line it up. No, dumps it off for the jump stop in the paint, and that one off the mark from Carter. Had a point blank look and missed it. Now North Texas wants to run. Moore's turnaround, and she's fouled.
And Griggs probably should have taken it. She's so unselfish, such a good player. And her teammate had a layup. She just missed it. But what a dagger in the corner. She's so cold-blooded when it comes to making threes and responding, leading her team. And here you see the miss in transition. A little bit of a wild play. Good contest by Mish Lampkin, and just missed the uncontested.
15-3, Memphis holds the key in offensive rebounds. That is an unbelievable difference. Lampkin tucks it, drives, finishes at the rim.
Went for the steal, didn't get the steal. Lampkin says, all right, I'm going to go get this layup and give a little bit of a flex. 2-possession game.
That one knocked away by Wooten.
Telegraphed that one a little bit, trying to go to the hot hand, going back to Griggs in the corner. Another big play by the freshman Wooten, this time on the defensive side.
And free throws could decide this one.
Yeah, big deflection there by Wooten, and Desiree Colonel able to get a little bit of Desiree and Desiree on that one connection, but good job reading the eyes in the zone of the cross-court pass, trying to get Madison Griggs another three-pointer in the opposite corner.
Super Pit grows quiet as she puts the first one up, and it is good.
The amazing part about her stat line of her efficiency, she's over 50% from the floor, almost 80 from the line, right at 40 from 3. I mean, and she's one of the best passers. Had a game earlier, just 3 games ago, where she had 7 assists and no turnovers. So the versatility, the willpower, the tenacity, the competitive nature, just an absolute special player.
They need a couple to go their way. This one poked away by Ariana Hardaway. A crucial steal to steal the possession from Memphis, and now the fouls are happening. Lampkin will be hacked.
Yeah, another big play by Hardaway. She's an unsung hero on this team. She just continues to make these silent but little plays. Pokes it away. If you remember in the first half, she had a big steal as well that led to Colonel getting a wide open layup. The bench is loving it. Mean Green faithful getting ready, thinking about some confetti dreams here in the Super Pit.
78-66, the Mean Green are American Conference champs.
What just a special year. What a story to be told. ECU had a similar story last year with the tournament picked last. This team, what an awesome, awesome scene in the Super Pit. confetti flying from the air. You got athletes of all kind on this campus. You got the AD hugging coach. So many special things have taken place this season. Nothing can be said other than congratulations to the champions of the American Conference. Don't listen to what people say, people. Just go pursue your own dream, whether they pick you last, whether they pick you wherever in life. Go make it happen, believe, and put in the work, and anything is possible, like Kevin Garnett would say.
Alongside Brian Burton, I'm Kyle Yeomans. Coach, your moment, your feeling right now as you see the confetti fall in the Super Pit.
I said it pretty much every time we won down the stretch where we broke a record, man. And God is so good, man. Blessed us with the opportunity to be around this special group, man. He put this group together, and they bought into just everybody, each other. And we all came from different backgrounds. We all had our different adversities. We went through adversity this year together, but it built us. It built us to be able to be prepared for moments like this.
Talk about when you first got this job. Before you got this job, this was the job you wanted. And this is a job you had on your radar, like, hey, this will be a great place. And you kind of talked about it being a sleeping giant. You had your press conference. I remember the first practice, and you told the team, we're not here just to play games. We're here to win a championship. And now you've done it. Take us through kind of what you envisioned and how this was able to all come to life.
This is home, man. I grew up in the Metroplex. We grew up in the Metroplex, and it's always been a dream job. And so this is a dream right here that we get to come and in year one do this.
Pause for a second. In year one.
In year one. And do this. You know, it's about the people, man. And Jared Mosley was somebody that I wanted to come work for.
Yep.
And I knew that, man. And then we got an opportunity to do it. And then we got the staff, man. My staff is so elite.
Yep.
Brittany Brown, Leah Foster, Dermot Jennings, Princess Davis, Olivia Hunt, LaDerica Paul, Lisette, Nicole, our strength coach, everybody, man. We've had an elite group that just work their tails off. They're relentless, man, in the game. They're constantly in my ear talking about adjustments. And this doesn't happen if it wasn't for them, getting the right people, man. And then, for year one, you got to have some people that believe in your vision.
Yeah.
And, it was significant for Desiree and Deanna to come over with us. But for Sham to leave Wichita State and to come over and believe in our vision. And we got the right people here. And we did something special, man. I'm so happy for these girls.
We're now joined by the star of the night, one of the stars of the night, Desiree Colonel, who has confetti currently in your teeth.
Yes.
That ain't all bad.
I feel like there are worse things to happen. Desiree, just your moment, your feelings currently.
Oh my gosh, I'm so emotional. As soon as that clock went out, I busted out into tears.
I saw you crying, yeah.
Yes, I'm so extremely proud of this team. And like my coach said at the end on the mic, didn't no one think that we were going to be in this spot. And besides us, besides our family, and it's just an accomplishment. It's a relief that we can show people what we did. And we rewrote our story here at UNT, and it's just such a blessing. I'm incredibly proud. I'm extremely blessed, and I'm emotional. I'm emotional.
Yeah, what does it mean to you? You were with Coach Burton and Deani at Commerce. The portal happens. Coach gets this job. You weren't necessarily excited to make this move right away, rightfully so. You were very invested there.
Yes.
But then you came here, and in the summer, you're kind of looking around like, okay, what's going to happen here?
Right.
Take us through just the beginning for you all the way to now. Did you envision this? At what point did you think this team was special? At what time did you click? Because it seems like the chemistry is the difference maker for this team.
Well, first off, you were extremely right. I was invested in Commerce, and I was not thinking about ever transferring here. But, my bestie came, my head coach came, and I had to. I'm comfortable with them. Them are the two most people that I trust in my whole entire life, and so it just wouldn't have been right if I didn't come with them. But overall, going into the summer, like Kendra said, I didn't know what to expect. I know none of the girls besides my best friend, Deani, and to be honest, I didn't even know what to expect. Right. I knew that we were going to be good, but I just didn't really know much of the teams in the American League. So
right.
I was still in a bit of confusion. But, your brother, boot camp. As soon as boot camp ended, boot camp shows us how much we can be together, how much we fight together, how much heart we put out. And I feel like after we all got through boot camp, them 2 hard weeks, we knew that we were dialed in. We knew that we all wanted the same goal, same mindset. And you can see that, the chemistry. The chemistry comes with that. We have fun on this team. everybody has fun on this team, and it's not one person that cannot say that we weren't happy or we weren't loved, even as a senior class or just as a whole team together. And I just feel like that's what made us overcome everyone else is our culture, our heart, our fight that we have. And it's just the stuff that we say to each other is just incredible that you would think that not players say to each other in huddles. Like, you know, we are saying something that coaches would say to us, and so right when the coaches come and tell us that, it's already confirmed. It's like we knew that. So it's just so much fun being on a squad that makes it easy, you know, that we have fun.
Yeah.
And this is a sisterhood. I love these girls to death, and I will never forget about them or this moment.
You did it. I got one quick one for you. You guys lost a couple at home. We asked Coach Burton the same thing. But there was a culture shift, refocus, and since then, 4 double-doubles of 20 and 10 by yours truly. What did you do personally to go inward or whatever you had to do to lead by example better in this last stretch run, and even probably take us back even to Commerce last year? Because this time last year, you were on a whole nother level, and you brought that here. For those that don't know, you were kind of the second leading scorer there. Here you're the leading scorer. What's been the breakout for you?
Well, like you said, I'm going to go back to Commerce. After my best friend went down for ACL on my birthday, Coach Burton, we had long talks, and he told me, and he always is going to tell me, I'm a leader, I'm a champion. And I just have to play like that at all times. You know, going into Commerce, I played the 1 through 5, and so I had to pick up my role even better than it was already. So it was just a matter of me changing my mindset, changing my role, and keeping my composure, really, because, you know, a lot of players, they don't like to switch positions, especially, like, as a veteran, you know what I'm saying? But I had to do what I had to do, and I did it incredibly. But, you know, I can't say nothing but doing that, I'm a champion, and so that's what champions do. I play consistent. Well, I'm trying to play consistent, and, you know, it's just, like I said, I play like a champion. I'm going to show my teammates that I can play like a champion, that we're all champions, and that's just what we do.
Tell me this. I heard the radio show. Played varsity when you were 13.
Yeah.
You knew you wanted to be at this school. You came to camps at this school. You went to South Alabama first. You hit the portal. You knew you wanted to be here. Now you're a champion. What is that part like for you?
Amazing. Like, it just, like I said, it felt like out of reach, but, like, I knew that, like, God, like, he always got me, so I knew he was going to get me to my final destination. And it shows that, like, even the highs, the lows, like, the lows were worth it. So just to get to this point is amazing. Like, I was up here for, like, 3 years in a row just trying to come here. I knew there was a reason why, so it's finally showing. Like, it's just really amazing.
And then you're battling through injury.
Yeah.
Coach raves about your leadership, your toughness, your sacrifice. Heard that you got offered a full-time job. Low-key turned it down because you're maybe coming back. Is the word on the street.
I'm coming back. I am.
You heard it. Breaking news.
There it is. I like it.
So the sacrifice to academics, the excellence, the injury, what has it been like personally for you? And what makes this team so special? You've been at North Texas for a number of years now.
Personally, like, I've been fighting adversity all my life, so it was just, when I got injured, it was really hard, but it was little compared to the things I've been through. So just keeping my mindset right was really big, and having my teammates, they've always had my back. Like, at the radio show, I was just like, I love my teammates. What's your favorite part about North Texas? My teammates. So we're just amazing. Like, the way we work, I've never seen people who just work so hard, like, day in and day out. Like, it's not easy. Like, boot camp was horrible, but, like, we just stuck through it. We died together, and we did it as a team.
Now, we've heard a lot about this boot camp. we know your quote from the first exhibition. It's like, oh, I see now why we did all that, because I can run all day. And I said it earlier in the broadcast, you ran all season. Did it go all the way back to boot camp? Was that the breakthrough point for this team? Was that the breakthrough point for you? Because I'm sure your trust was like, I don't know about this new guy.
Man, the boot camp had me a little scared at first. I'm like, I don't know if we're supposed to be doing stuff like this. But when I got in the game and, like, none of the fives could catch me, I'm like, okay, like, I understand now. And he called me the best rim runner in the country earlier, and, like, I can see it. I can see all them 24s, all them 105s, all that we ran. I be seeing it when that ball tilt. I'm gonna take off.
so tell us this story. You got an amazing story. You got this little guy here. You're juggling academics, being a mother, being a lead on the court, being a lead in all these areas. This premium gas mantra has worked well for you. Tell us a little bit behind the curtain of how you're able to manage all that and do it so at such a high level.
Well, Cason's really a great kid. Like, he makes it so easy. Like, he just sitting here right now. He really be chilling. Like, this is my best friend. Honestly, it came to a point where it's like I don't know what I would do if I didn't have him. So I think him being brought into my life was a blessing.